Hello everybody, my name is Christian and welcome back to Christian's Weather and Forecasting. Right now we're going to be covering an ongoing tornado outbreak that is covering the Virginias and the Carolinas down into Georgia and Florida right now, as well as for the future, which we're going to see a lot of blizzard activity, some tornado activity as we move into the next couple of weeks, and as well as that, some snow. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And for right now, the National Weather Service is highlighting an enhanced risk of severe weather stretching from Florida into North Carolina. This is going to be, once again, it's 10 tornado threat. There was a secondary 10 tornado threat that was down here, but it looks like it's gone as the storms have already moved off past this area. This is a significant event, which is that little hatched area right here, which means an EF2 to an EF5 tornado possible within 25 miles of a point. Wind threat, once again, 30%. It was extended a little bit further, but it does not look like it's doing that now. Once again, significant, which means 25 knots or greater within the 25 mile point. Hail threat isn't that big, but areas like Myrtle Beach, areas like that, you guys got a 5% chance. So be on lookout for maybe 25 to 50, and then up to an inch of hail. So if you take a look at kind of what's going on right now here's that low front, and it's this big old QLCS kind of squall line area that we're looking at. It's going to be producing some of those straight line winds, possibility for there to be some of those tornadoes, maybe a little QLCS spin up. This area right here, though, where the major, more general part of the storm is where we're going to be seeing that 10% tornado look. Down towards the south, you guys are looking like a little bit less of a tornado area, but it's more going to be straight line winds as we see that 30% stretching down there. Now, something cool that I would like to say is that right up here there is like a little dip in the jet stream. This model specifically does not show it, but that there, and what's going to happen is that there's going to be this cold air leaking off from the back side of that jet stream, and this isn't an exact model. This is just kind of showing you what's happening, and that's that cold air is what's going to push off this warm air, and that's what's going to, for one, start the secondary storm that we're going to see back here in the back, but as well as that, going to cause some snow for the eastern U.S. as a result of that temperature change. If we go ahead and move the model a little bit, we can see that right here towards Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, we're going to have a possibility to see a few of those snow showers tonight and into tomorrow morning before that all eventually just wraps up into New York and moves its own way out there. Now, as this is ending, there will be a little bit of snow from Michigan, a little bit over here towards the Midwest, Central, and into the western U.S. But this little low front right here is once again going to start that secondary storm that we're going to look at, and this is going to move off to the east once again towards the south, which we're looking at another weather risk. For day 3 and also day 4, which we'll get to in a sec, we have a slight risk of severe weather stretching from Texas, Louisiana, into portions of Mississippi and southern Arkansas. The probabilistic of this being a severe weather event is 15%, so we're going to possibly see another enhanced outlook, maybe a 5 to 10% tornado threat, maybe even as significant like we have been seeing. And if we're looking on day 4, National Weather Service is highlighting a risk of 15% risk of severe weather from anywhere stretching of portions of the southern states, except for central Florida, southern Florida, everywhere from Mississippi down into southern Virginia. You guys are going to be seeing a possibility for there to be some severe weather from this next storm. So let's go ahead and show you what that's going to be like. So by the 12th and the 13th, you can see we have this storm that's right here. There's going to be a little bit of snow for the north part of it, but mainly for the southern part is the area that we're going to be experiencing as that severe weather threat. And as we move into that, the low front will be moving over towards portions of Illinois and Indiana, which will going to cause some snow impacts up here towards the portion of Michigan and northern Ohio, northern Illinois. And this will continue to move up into Canada at the low front, as well as some snow impacts and major shower impacts up towards the New England states. But what's going to be mainly interesting about this point is that this little bow echo line of QLCS right here, as it's going to be moving through the slight area, has a possibility to see some tornado and straight line winds. It looks like for the areas under the day 4 risk, it looks like from this model specifically that it will die up a little bit, but we're still going to have those scattered showers move up the coast, where we'll also see down to the southern Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, where we've seen that risk stretch. By the 14th and the 15th, we will see another risk form, so let's go ahead and cover that. Back here is where that low front will kind of form up a little bit. Actually, correction. This is itself and a whole nother thing. This low front down here is the area that we're going to be looking at. And this is going to push off to the northeast, as we can see in just a sec. It's going to cause some rain, possible snow showers to Oklahoma City, Tulsa area, down into northern Texas. Areas like Kentucky and Tennessee, even portions of northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, have a possibility to see some snow showers or some icy showers, but it looks like down for the southern part of these states that there will be a possibility to see, once again, a little bit of severe weather. That part will move off to the east and kind of, once again, a little squall line set of storms. Up to the north, though, this will move off as a snow event up to the northeast England states, and once after that, a little back end of snow will be able to happen for the eastern states before that ultimately dies off, and the United States will be a little bit calm for just a little bit longer before another storm once again will form back here towards the back. So let's get into the temperatures a little bit and kind of show you what's going on, what's causing these storms. Right here is kind of where that jet stream dips, where you can see kind of those lines. That's where that jet stream is kind of dipping out of Canada, causing this major cold air blob. And right here, kind of where the temperatures mix, is where it's causing those storms. You can see right here is where we're having that enhanced risk of severe weather, and that's kind of where they are mixing. As we move the model off to the east a little bit, let me fix that. There we go. If we move the model off to the east a little bit, over towards Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, and Ohio, even portions of Tennessee, where we're seeing that major cold front, is where we're going to actually have the best chance for snow showers. That will move off to the east, and once again, some more colder temperatures will dip off into the United States, which is once again going to cause that secondary portion of severe weather down here towards the south between the 12th and the 13th. This will dip out up to the northeast, and once again, a little warm front will pop up right here. Another set of cold air will dip down from Canada, and this will once again collide, cause possibility for there to be some severe weather in this area before ultimately that moves off all the way to the east, and then it'll die off a little bit before that next set of cold front, which we can see down here, that warm front, and then the cold front will dip off from down here. The last run that we do have available, though, is with a major colder style front up here towards the... Sorry, but my computer lagged there. But the most major style kind of cold front towards the northern states, Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan, and that will continue to move off to the northeast, possibility of bringing those snow showers. So here we are looking at radar Omega, and I do apologize if it's a little bit laggy. Right now, all these red right here is going to be those severe thunderstorm warnings, and all these pinks you can see down here towards Jacksonville are tornado warnings. Right now, we do have 3 currently in effect, as well as a water spout report and a bunch of tornado reports from yesterday. So we're going to go ahead, dive in, cover all of this, as well as the snow that we are going to be expecting on up here. You can see towards the north side of this storm. And the tornado watch for 5, 6, and number 7 will continue off into the night as the supercell tornado threat is increasing. I will scroll through this. You guys can pause to see if you read it, but basically it's just saying that as these storms move into the afternoon, they are continuing to strengthen and will have a possibility to bring these tornado threats. Here is that water spout report about 3:11 Eastern Standard Time towards Myrtle Beach, right off the shore of Myrtle Beach. A spotter seen a water spout off the shore of Windy Hill, where Myrtle Beach is, so that's pretty cool. Figured I should show this too. Right now, southern Jacksonville, downtown Jacksonville, and down here towards Crescent City near Palm Coast, both of you guys are under a tornado report. Both of these are just radar indicated from what I've seen. Yeah, both of them are radar indicated, but if you guys are in that area, I hope you guys are doing okay. As well as, while recording this, another one just popped up, a radar indicated tornado warning just north of the Villages. So this is all for Florida, where that tornado watch will be continuing. If we're looking at the tornado reports that are over here too, everywhere from to the west of Albany into Georgia, southern Alabama, and then over here towards Florida, we have a bunch of tornado reports. Panama City got hit with a tornado. Its spotter reported a tornado will have some damage down there. One of the houses that I read from one of the tornado reports is sitting sideways. To the west of Tallahassee, TDS was reported. If you don't know what that is, it's a radar thing where you see rotation and whatnot. It's called tornado debris signature. Over here along the I-10, a tornado was reported. Down here to the south towards Cottonwood, one death sadly was confirmed as it went through that town, but this tornado was reported right here. You can pause to read it. Over here towards Arlington, you can pause to read this one too. A TDS was reported for this one. So this is mainly, there has been a tornado outbreak and an ongoing tornado outbreak since yesterday. With the way the storms are moving through, and they're going to continue, I'm afraid that this is going to continue to happen as once again that energy and that dip in the jet stream continues to bring those change in temperatures. Now here is the winter weather radar. Everywhere down here towards Springfield, all the way up here to Chicago, Milwaukee, Green Bay, are seeing some extreme snow reports, and this is going to continue to happen as blizzard conditions move through the area. You can see the winter storm warning still in effect and will be for the next couple of hours. So let's kind of walk you through what's going to happen here. This will continue to move off to the east, kind of as more of a blizzard condition style storm. We can see from here, even by 9 p.m. into 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., this snowstorm will still be here, impacting portions of areas like Chicago and Milwaukee. By the time 12 and 1 p.m. rolls around, you will see some snow showers for portions of Kentucky and Tennessee by 12 a.m., and this will continue on through to move to the east by the time 6, 7, 8 a.m. rolls around. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.